when you do the fake part.
And then every time I'm like, whoa. Like I started here and I want to get there. Good morning. It is Thursday. It's Thursday and I'm on my way to the Roland event in Bristol with Beck and Kaylee, and Catnip's going to be doing a little talk there, and I'm just excited to spend the day with other businesses and creatives. So I hope to vlog a little bit of that. Fingers crossed. I will probably forget, but we'll see. I'm wearing my new autumn t-shirt, and what do you think? I love it. This is available, well, it will be available on Sunday in lilac and this color sand. So this is the lilac here. I've not printed them yet, but sand and lilac. I really like the sand color and I just love it. Like, for those who don't like pumpkin spice and still like autumn, I think this is perfect. So I'm going to be wearing this today, partly because I need to take more pictures of it. I'm releasing them like in 3 days and I've done no promo, nothing whatsoever. It is sort of like a spur of the moment design that I just whipped up when I was anxious during the last launch, and I thought, let's just make a few t-shirts, like limited edition sort of thing. Let's just see how it goes. So I think I have 30 prints, but that spans across 2 colors in 5 different sizes. It won't be many of each size. There'll be like 2 in each size, maybe 3. I'm going to pick up Kaylee, drop off Mochi, drop off some sweaters at the embroidery shop, pick up a Starbucks, and we'll be on our way. Also, I don't know if I feel really stupid with this mic. Like, who do I think I am? I caved because everyone's sound quality is like top notch with these. I'm thinking, like, should I pin it? Do I look even more stupid if I do that? I don't know, but maybe like packing videos would be nicer with this. Anyway, I feel stupid, but I love how it sounds. Hello, so I am back and I needed to press on with orders, but I had such a lush time at the Roland event last week. It was so nice to meet Catherine from Catnip for the first time. It was so nice to meet other business owners and chat about the printers and like where we see our businesses going in the future. And I feel like I've had a lot to think about since then. I'm very proud of where my business is now. This was never like the plan to have this business as my full-time income, but that's just the way life happened. And I think for me, I want this business to be my security blanket in the future. In the next 5 to 10 years, I want to feel like my business like can properly look after me, because at the minute I'm looking after my business. I'm making sure things are taking over. I'm pushing and pushing and pushing, working so hard and getting stuff done in order to grow the business. But in 5 to 10 years, I want the business to be at a point where I no longer have to push and push and push to keep it growing. I want it to be established enough that it's like taking over and looking after me and I'm just keeping it going. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? And I feel like since starting the business, like I started here and I want to get there. And at the minute I'm there, I'm like halfway, I'm almost where I need to be. And where I need to be, I don't really have a clear picture of that in my head right now. I'm always exploring other avenues. I love to see CoconuTacha as a like home and lifestyle brand. Yeah, I guess I'd like to do more illustration, like just start where where I started. Like, I want to go back to where I started from, which is illustration. And when you start making a business out of something that you love, you find that you do that thing less and less. So now illustration takes up maybe like 5% of my business. And like the rest is like admin and marketing and sales and social media and everything but illustrating. This has taken a wild tangent because I need to pack orders, but I've been working on a new-ish design lately. I just wanted like a design day, and some things worked out great and others not so much. But let me show you what I've been working on. So if you're familiar to this channel, you would recognize this sweater as the Small Business Big Dreams sweater. The sweater, I think, that started it all. Now, this is available in sage green, it always has been. But when I first started designing, I was wondering what color to go for. And these were the choices. And I have made a limited edition blue, and I have also made a limited edition blush rose at some point. But I've never done pastel pink. And for this Christmas, I'm going to be bringing the pastel pink small business sweater as a limited edition to the shop. But also I want to bring a new design. So I want to just expand on this design and just make other things in the collection. So then I was working on this that I posted on my Instagram last night. And with the help of my amazing Patreons, we thought of all these different things that resemble small businesses. So we have the label printer, we have packaging boxes, bit of crochet for those that do crochet or needlework, paint brushes, pencils, cameras. We have a little open sign, an actual shop front, to-do list. I love this, the list as long as my arm. Yeah, and all these different things. So this was a phone. I added the charger to it because phones in this style just look like a rectangle. So I hope it looks like a phone with the charger coming from it. But yeah, I made this to go with the Small Business Big Dream sweater that I want to release this Christmas. Then I also was working on, you might have seen these in the previous video with Gelato, but I was working on, well, I'm working on these new mugs. I can't tell you how much I love this mug design, like the scalloped edge, the gold handle, and then the way that it wraps around with a full pink design and everything's on there. I am obsessed with this. This took a lot of trial and error, which I didn't film because I spent all day doing it, trying to get like the wrap around, trying to get the nice effect, basically trying to perfect my mug sublimation process. I have perfected it. So I currently have 5. I'm going to make a large batch for the launch. This won't be till November, I don't think, because, well, I don't know. It depends when I can get stock in. I'll schedule a proper release date for this collection. I might do a pouch as well, a small business pouch, because I know as small businesses have a lot of stuff to keep in one place that we keep losing. Yeah, that's what I've been working on lately. And it's nice just to get some fresh designs out there. And then I also need to restock a bunch of stuff. So half of this is gone. I need to pack these right now into the pumpkin spice orders. I don't think we chatted about the pumpkin spice launch, but I might chat to you whilst I'm packing orders. So let's get on to that. Does anyone else hate when they can't find the edge of the sellotape? And then it all breaks when they do. Aha! What is the time? It is 6 o'clock already. We won't be getting too many done before the end of the day, but we'll get some done. So this is Lizzie's 16th order, and she ordered the limited edition Let's Get Cozy t-shirt in a lilac, the right size. I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to unfold it, but these were limited edition that I released for the pumpkin spice launch. I'll pop a picture here so you can see what they look like. They flew out, and I wasn't sure. I did it limited edition because we're almost halfway through October. It's quite a risky time to release anything new for this time of year if it's seasonal now. So I didn't want to do like a full launch, and I wanted to test this design because it's so cute. I made a very, very limited amount and they sold so quickly, quicker than I thought they would go. I'm going to give Lizzie a pumpkin sticker, pop in a few little freebies for her. I'm starting to recognize everyone's names now, like when they order repeatedly, and I think that's just the best feeling, like seeing those repeat orders come through. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of like gonna kind of make like a launch diary and just write down how I'm feeling before, during, and after the launch, and why, and what I did for the launch, products and marketing, because I feel like I say the same thing every launch now. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't expect it, because I never expect it. Like I never expect it. It shocks me every single time. Every single launch, I'm like, oh, it's not going to be, as good as the last one. It's just a little one. And then every time I'm like, whoa. So I'm going to keep a diary, I think, just to write down and keep a note of what went well, what didn't go well, what, just what happens. Because it's very easy to forget sometimes. And I think it'd be useful. And I think the main reason I was feeling like this launch wasn't going to be anything special was because it is the 3rd year of releasing the same design, so the pumpkin spice sweater. This year I was like, surely everyone that wants one like has one by now. I was proven wrong. Yes, I had more things for this year's pumpkin spice collection, so I added the tumbler and the mug, but still, like, people were still buying the sweaters and the t-shirts. So it just goes to show, like, you can't predict how it's going to go, like, ever. So that's Lizzie's order. Thank you, Lizzie. This is Amanda's 13th order in the shop, and she ordered the same t-shirt but in a sand color. So that's here, and it's the same design. I just had them on both like this lovely sandy color, which I think is perfect for autumn, as well as the lilac. And this time I've started to put my logo like on the inside as well, and I might add the sizes as well in future so that I like have the full branding on the t-shirts. I think that'll be lush. Amanda Sand. Yep, let's pop in a little sticker for Amanda. I just feel like it's such a rush after summer. Like as soon as summer is over, it's like autumn, winter, new year. Is so quick. Like autumn, you literally only have like a 6-week window to sell seasonal items at this time of year. And I think that's why I felt so meh about the pumpkin spice launch, even though it turned out to be amazing. It's just such a tough window to get those orders in. Like Christmas, if you're making Christmas items, it's the same, but usually Christmas is like gift giving season, isn't it? So you can have like your gift bundles, your whole store is for Christmas, isn't it, if you're making gifts. But if you're making seasonal products, like for example the Christmas sweater that I hope to bring back this year, there's still only that like 4 to 6 week window where you can actually sell it. Most difficult time of year is now. Let's get a box. Okay, so that's Amanda's order done. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, this is Cheryl's 6th order, and she ordered the same t-shirt in sand and a pumpkin mug. I'm just obsessed with how these turned out. I can't believe that they all just flew off the shelves. I'm forever grateful. I also underestimated the pumpkin spice mugs because, again, the time of year, I don't want to overbuy stock and be left with it for another year or until like I do a sale. It's really hard to know how much stock to make and buy, and the pumpkin spice mug is a prime example of that because I thought everyone had one that wanted one and I didn't need to bring many back. This is the pumpkin mug, and I didn't make enough, and they sold out like in minutes, and I just feel terrible that people missed out. And this is why I've started to experiment with platforms like Gelato, because it's difficult to hold that like the right amount of stock. How do you know what is too much stock and too little stock? You always risk under buying or overbuying and underselling, and then you have problems with your cash flow. This was a difficult one, and I won't be restocking these now this year because what are we? It's the 9th of October already. I really can't see anyone using these after Halloween. Even though it's not a Halloween mug, it's an autumn mug, and technically November is still autumn. I think people see November as winter and Christmas. So I won't be restocking. I didn't order enough, but there's only so much you can do as a small business owner, and I try my best. Yeah. So I've made my mum these backing cards because she's making enamel pins now, and I think these would be nice little backing cards for her pins. I'm going to pop them inside this small business mug and give that to her. So I know we've only done 3 orders, but it is 6:10 and I'm going to go over my parents and see what they've been up to and cook us some nice dinner and just have a nice cozy evening with them. So I've taken the little fuzzy thing off the mic because when I was playing some videos back, it sounded like my voice was being muffled by this. Although I think this is supposed to help the sound, I'm not sure. So I'm going to test this video because I'm really sensitive to sound and the quality of it. And when things don't sound right, I do switch it off, and I don't want that to happen for you guys. So let me know what you think of the sound. Did it sound bad when this was on? Does it sound better now? Should I remove the mic entirely? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna see what this sounds like and then continue because we have stuff to be getting on with. So it is the afternoon now, and I wanted to spend like 5 minutes on a post for Instagram for World Mental Health Day, but I think I've just spent 2 hours on it, and I'm not beating myself up because I want to do more illustration. Like I said the other day, I want to do more illustration. That's where I started. That's how I got to where I am, and I feel like I don't have time for that lately. But I just spent a while on a new illustration just to post on Instagram for World Mental Health Day. So I read somewhere that glimmers are the opposite of triggers, so things that make you feel light and airy and happy. And so I thought I would put together a few of my favorite glimmers. Some of these I've used from other illustrations that I've done, but some are new, like these ones here. So yeah, I just thought that'd be nice to share on Instagram, and people can share their favorite little glimmers or things that make them happy as well. I was definitely meant to go to the embroidery shop earlier to continue packing orders, but I think I'm gonna go now. So my mum loved the mug that I gave her yesterday, and I can't wait to release those in the shop. And I'm supposed to be waiting in for a parcel today, but it hasn't arrived yet, even though it said it was meant to be here by an hour ago. But it's not here, and I have to go to the embroidery shop to pick up sweaters to ship off today as well. So I'm gonna have to leave the delivery and get the sweaters because they are more important. I'm not actually sure what this delivery is for. I'm thinking it might be a sewing machine, maybe? But I don't know. So I'm just gonna go to the embroidery shop, and I'll probably miss the delivery, but sweaters and orders are more important. Picked up the sweaters and made myself a little gusto meal. It doesn't look the best, but it tastes nice. It's sweet chili pork and rice And then I'm gonna pack the sweaters quickly and then get on to finishing off the calendar that I'm designing, which you'll see in the gelato video.
Airplane, would you believe me? I know that the other
Good morning. It is a new week, a fresh week. I've come down with a bit of a cold. I'm trying to take it easy. But it is Tuesday today and I've just been working on finalizing the calendar. I'm not sure if I showed you last week, but I think it's finished. So let me show you how that looks. You would see it all in the gelato video, which is going up before this one, but I'm going to show you just in case you missed it, and let me know what you think. So here is the design. This will be my first ever 2025, or my first ever calendar in general. And I've sort of mixed together a few of my skylines with a few illustrations, like the Making Magic one here and the October one here. But I quite like how it's turned out, and I decided to expand the design so that it goes like below the folds. So the design just continues and it's like a nice continuous flow. But let me know what you think. It is such a gloomy day outside, look. So misty, is given twilight. But there's lots of things that I need to do today. I sort of like wrote out my to-do list on Instagram. I'll see if I can pop a screenshot here. So I need to get on with pressing t-shirts, sweaters. I want to make mugs for this weekend's craft and flea market, which means I need to order mugs. I also need to test out the new small business mugs in, I'm hoping to release them in pink, blue and purple, because I know not everyone that has a small business, their branding isn't necessarily pink. It might not be blue or purple either, but hopefully 1 out of 3 of those colours will appeal to people. So that's one thing. That I'm planning on doing a little small business launch, because the small business collection is like one of my best-selling collections, but it is the smallest out of everything, and I want to expand on this. So there'll be the mug and I need to design the t-shirt. And before all of that, well, as well as all of that, I want to just have a restock of my packaging and my stickers and my tissue paper and my clothing tags, my thank you cards. So I want to work on that as well today. The to-do list is never ending, but I think let's get the packaging sorted and the rest will flow. I might work on the packaging whilst we have our Patreon Coco working session, which is in 12 minutes. So I'm going to have that session with my lovely Patreons. If you don't know, Patreon is where I host the weekly co-working sessions every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Everyone comes together, they can use their cameras, their microphones or the chat box, and we just get things done together. It's a nice little way to feel like you have colleagues in the room with you whilst you're getting on with things. So gonna do that in just over 10 minutes and hopefully get a lot of packaging designs made, sent off, ordered. Yeah, let's get on with it. Hello, hi everyone.
Hi. Hi.
How is everyone today? I can feel myself getting worse as the day goes on, but we had such a lush co-working call. We always seem to be in like such deep conversation by the time 2 p.m. hits and then it cuts us off. So I'm always thinking if I should do like 2 sessions a week or maybe something that's longer than an hour. But anyway, during the session, I put together some little clothing tags, prints, stamps. Let me show you. So I put together these little tags that I can print on the inside of t-shirts and sweaters, and I'm thinking of doing them by size order. I don't know whether this is going to be too much for me to do, because when I take the tags out to put my own in, sometimes the entire tag rips out on accident, so that leaves like no size label in there whatsoever. So I think it'd be easy for me to just take the entire tag out altogether and put my own in. It'll just be one consistent nice like print with my logo and the size. It is a bit more work to do. Does mean a little bit more time will be taken when I press and fold the sweaters, because they'll have to be pressed twice. I think it's just a step in the right direction in terms of branding, personalization and stuff like that. So I think it'll just look really good as well. The labels I actually order from Supercolour, and I'll pop the link in the description, and if you go through there you can get a free sample pack. I really recommend them. I've never used anyone else for not sublimation, for DTFs and transfers. I don't use anyone else. The colours, the quality are amazing, and the customer service is second to none. This is not an ad. I'll put the link in the description if you want to try them out. And you can get your free sample pack here. I changed the design. This always happens. I'm always like, right, I'm ready to send it off to print, and then I changed the entire design completely. So this is the new one, and I put like a little note to self thing inspired by the one I did for the Stationery Addict jumper on the sleeve. So this note was actually on the sleeve of the Stationery Addict jumper, but I thought it'd be cute to pop in a little note on the little clothing tags as well. So what do you think? I hope you like it. I think I'm settled on this now, so I'm gonna go order it. It's 7 p.m. now. Oh, this lighting is doing me no favors whatsoever. It is 7 p.m. I've just printed a bunch of Making Magic t-shirts ready for the restock on Friday. And I've tested the small business mugs in, I hope they're not too hot, but I tested them in lilac and it turned out perfectly. And I've also tested them in blue and they both worked like amazingly. So I think I've perfected the printing process with these now. I think because they're a different mug, I didn't know this, but different mugs require different temperatures and different temperaments, so that was a learning process. But I hope to have that mug ready in pink, lilac and blue for the small business collection part 2 launch towards the end of the month, or maybe at the start of November. I'm not sure on a release date yet because I want to do a matching t-shirt. But it is 7 p.m. now, so I want to make some dinner. I've lost my appetite today, which sucks. I hate losing my appetite. I'm putting it down to being ill, but I need to eat something. I haven't eaten anything all day, and I just don't feel hungry, which I hate. I love food. I love food so much, but I just don't, I want anything. But I'm going to force myself to eat something. Might make a nice stir fry. Yeah. And try and chill, maybe have a bath, and hopefully feel better tomorrow. We do not want to talk about how I look today because I feel so unwell, but I've been practicing with sublimating bookmarks, and
they come out like almost perfectly first time. I just need to change the black because the black come out thicker than what I wanted. So I think once I change the black outlines and remove a few images from the edges, I think they're like pretty much perfect almost. So it's just a few tweaks needed, but I'm happy with the way these have come out. Bloody lovely. I'm just printing some extra pumpkin spice mugs, but I only have the pink available, and these are meant to go on lilac, but I don't really want to order more lilac mugs in because it's Wednesday today and the market is on Sunday. And the way I'm feeling, I don't think I'll be up to doing any manic last minute prep. So I have these spare pink mugs and I think they look great on pink because we have pink pumpkins in them. Yeah, so I'm just printing a few of these for the market because it's only the 16th of October, so there's still plenty of time for people to get their pumpkin spice fix. So making a few of these, and I'm really, really, really impressed with how the print has turned out. I think I've perfected it. We'll see how the next lot come out. Also got my sad lamp out because it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and look how dark it is outside. I don't think I've seen any sky for the last like 3 days. It's just been dark, grey and miserable, but this light is amazing. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so kind. Not an exciting delivery, but I got a pack of batteries because I was thinking about the things that make me feel better when I'm not feeling great. So I have a cold right now and I'm not coming like on the camera. But the things that make me feel better are small things like having the lights work in my wardrobe. And currently one works, but the other doesn't. And it's the things like this that I guess don't bother you until one day it really bothers you. So I'm trying to do the small things, like emptying the bins and stuff like that, that just make you feel a bit more put together. So I'm excited for my batteries to work. Yay! So now when I open the doors, yay! It's the little things, guys. These are from IKEA, I think. They were quite cheap and they do lose batteries all the time. But for the meantime, it makes me feel good. Big box a little thing. So I think these are the thank you cards. Let's open them and see what they look like. Yay! So they're just like little business cards really, just with my information on at the bottom, and I might write a little note on here to say thank you for everyone that orders. I think I have 250 of these, so we'll see how long these last. And also these should be my new clothing labels, so I'm gonna hopefully put these labels on all the clothing so that I can tear out the labels and have a little bit more branding on them. Let's see how they turned out. So these are from Supercolour. These are the Super DTF range, which I think are perfect for the clothing labels and tags. They come on a big roll like this, and you can cut them to use what you need. Oh, I think the print is a bit, maybe I've printed it a bit small. You can't really see what that says. I sort of thought this would be an issue because when I looked at it to size, I was like, I can read it on my screen, but will you be able to read it as a print? But it says, plan fun adventures, do things you love, look up at the stars, be kind to yourself, take time for you, you are beautiful. I don't think anyone is going to be able to read that. That is so small. It's my own fault. I wanted it the size of a little label. I didn't want it super big, but looking at them now, I think they could be a little bigger because it's tiny. These are very small. I'm still going to use them because at the end of the day, they say the size, they have my colour in, they have my brand in. But I think once they're up, once I've used them all, I will just make them a little bit bigger. And then we'll be able to read it properly. I mean, I can read it. I just think people will be like, what does that say? They are like one, might be because of the font I used as well. Completely my own fault, design error, but I'm still going to use them because I have hundreds. I want to talk to you about. I have so much to talk to you about. I had a market on the weekend that was slow. It was in a new venue. It was Craft and Flea, and Craft and Flea are usually always great. But this was a new venue. It was in Bristol Document. The rain, the weather was like torrential, downpour, storm weather. I know that outdoor events were getting cancelled left, right and centre because the wind and the rain was so bad. If I was going as a customer, I think I would have left it. I don't think I would have gone. So it was a lot quieter than usual, Craft and Fleas, but it still went well. I was just very tired because I didn't follow my own rules. I didn't eat. I just can't eat during markets, and that obviously isn't great. I had a massive headache. I wore the wrong shoes, so my legs were killing. I wasn't in the best way physically. So after a long slow day, it was just difficult, but it still was fine. It was still great. So that was yesterday. But also what you would have seen in the last gelato video was that my calendar has arrived. Let me show you in case you didn't see. My first ever printed calendar design is here from Gelato, and I'll be launching these at the Magical Market on the 2nd and 3rd of November in Birmingham. But because these are print on demand, I won't be holding any stock of these whatsoever. They are printed and made to order. This took 3 days to get to me, which is insane for printing and shipping. Yeah, so they'll be made to order online, and I think at the market I'll have a little stand to display it with a QR code next to it so people can purchase on the day. But they'll be on my website on the 2nd of November. I'm not sure if this video will go out before then or after then. I don't know. So there's the calendar launch. What else is going on? I'm also launching a new Meet Me at My Happy Place collection specifically for the Magical Market, which is a total rebrand of an old design that I used to make, but I want to make it more CoconuTacha these days. So this is backwards because I printed it wrong, but it says Meet Me at My Happy Place. Is based on a lovely fairy tale theme park, whatever you want that to be. Rainbows, Ferris wheels, fairy tale princess castle. The little balloon cart is my new little favourite object. Circus, roller coasters. It just looks so magical, and the gold mug, the gold handle, I'm obsessed with, and I think it works so well with this magical theme collection. So although this is backwards, it looks forwards actually when I'm looking at the camera, but maybe it's not. This is actually printed backwards. I love it. I don't know whether to try it on a blue background or a pink background or purple, or just leave it white, but I want to make this skyline on t-shirts as well. I'm going to have a pattern of it and make it on different coloured tote bags. So the next 2 weeks is a lot of printing and prepping for this collection to launch also at the Magical Market. And then after that, I want to launch my new small business range, which again, I think I've only showed you the mugs so far, but I'm doing a small business range 2.0. So this sweater will be coming in a limited edition colour, along with the new mugs. So this is the blue one. We also have the pink one. And then I also made a lilac one as well. And then I'm gonna get this pattern and put it on a t-shirt because I love how this pattern turned out. Everything on it, I just want it all over a t-shirt, so I'm going to be doing that as well. And I've ordered in mouse pads. It's just a lot going on. So at the Magical Market, we have the calendar launching and the new Meet Me at My Happy Place, which I'll be working on now, probably in the next vlog. And then after the Magical Market, it'll be the small business launch. And I think that's everything. And then after that, I just have market after market after market. Now is the time that busy season starts, and I'm concerned as to how I'm gonna get through it, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm prepping, I'm planning, I'm writing all my notes. I have my diaries, I have my calendars, I have my new calendar. But yeah, it's the start of busy season, and I think I'll be filming like the prep for all these things in the next vlog. So yeah, I'll leave that to then because I have no idea how long this vlog is right now. But thank you so much for sticking with me. Hopefully next time I'll have less of a bunged up voice and yeah, it'll be just less gross. But thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the new collections, and I will see you in the next one.